Hey everyone, welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking you through my full van life morning routine and showing you exactly how I start my day whilst living on the road. But stay tuned because I'm also going to be answering some of your questions that you've asked me so far, which is going to be fun. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Morning everyone, that's my morning view, absolutely stunning. I've just woken up, this is the view. Oh, I look tired, I'm not though, it's just because I've woken up. So now I'm going to go to the loo and brush my teeth. This is my bathroom. So I can normally get ready from the back of the van if I'm not at the gym. But obviously to change clothes I tend to get back into the van and get ready for work, which I need to do in the next 5 minutes. This is inside the van, so you can sit up quite nicely and get changed. No one can see through the back window unless they put their nose up against the glass, but it looks a little bit more see-through than it really is. So now to get changed and ready for work. There's a car pulled up right behind me. All done. Right, I haven't forgotten you guys. I'm about to leave my regular park up, or one of them. Now this is Babbacombe in Torquay. All along here is free parking. It's not many spaces, but it is all day free parking. I tend to get away nice and early. That's me done for the morning. I am now going to drive down to work, and the other bits I can do when I get to work using the facilities there. I can grab a coffee and yeah, I will stop on the way to grab some food for lunch. I don't eat breakfast, which is nice and easy, because it means that I don't have to try and cook anything or spend extra money on breakfast. I lost quite a lot of weight since January, and one of the things I implemented was intermittent fasting. So I don't eat breakfast. I usually just have a black coffee in the mornings, and that's it, which suits van life really well. I think when I started van life, because I'd taken care of my health before, I lost a bit of weight and got myself in a better shape, I've probably found van life easier just for that reason. With the simple foods that I was eating and the fasting I was doing, plus using the gym, it's benefited me when moving into the van. So yeah, that's a good tip to start out with. If you are thinking of van life, actually being in good shape is going to be better for you in the long run, and make your van life experience a little bit more enjoyable. So I've just stopped for my lunch. So I tend to go for a Tesco good old £3.40 meal deal. So I've got Gym Kitchen, eggs, and protein coffee. You've probably seen that in my other videos, but cheap, high protein, fairly healthy, and I don't have to try and cook anything if I can help it. So that's one of the key things I think of keeping it simple, is not to try and do too much cooking in the van. A lot of people tend to try and make, you know, big meals. I don't at this point need to do that. I can cook in the van if I want to, but I don't really need to. So yeah, so that's me for lunch, and I am heading off. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and have been asked, is the places I stay, or the place I normally stay, or the ones that you've seen a lot on my video. I tend to park up there quite regular, and one of the things that when I was looking at van life, a lot of people was telling me was, you know, to park up in quiet, inconspicuous places, car parks, sort of dark, dreary places in the week, and then on the weekends hit these you know, nice scenic places. And I thought, you know what, if I'm going to live in a van, I want to wake up to somewhere nice. I want my back garden to be a view. So that's the reason why I tend to park in the places that I do. I try and find nice places to park, and I just keep myself to myself, and I keep it quite low key. Get there late, tend to leave early anyway for work and whatnot, and that tends to really work for me. And it just means that it's a really nice thing to wake up to, and it makes van life just a nicer experience, I think. I mean, obviously there is going to be times where I'm going to have to park in a pretty shit place, but if I can help it, if I can find somewhere nice, I'll find somewhere nice. So if you are thinking of doing it, you know, it's a thing to consider. You know, you want to feel good about it in the morning especially. So yeah, I think picking the right spots makes all the difference. A question I get asked quite often as well is, do I work full-time? And yes, I do. Obviously I work full-time and do van life at the same time, so that is possible. You know, you don't have to be self-employed or, you know, moving around doing odd jobs. I work full-time 5 to 6 days a week, and yeah, that works absolutely fine. If I want to get away, I can just take holiday from work, and I don't have to worry about what I'm going to do financially. So yeah, it's not hard to do both. So if you are thinking of doing it and you have got a full-time job, absolutely fine. You won't find that an issue. In fact, it's quite a benefit in the fact that most of the day I'm out at work, and I can use my work's facilities. They have a kitchen, they have a fridge, and there's a big B&M next door, so I've got access to going shopping, picking up bits, and I don't need to be in the van. It's literally parked up all day, which would be my house. You know, I'd be paying rent mostly, to be at work and the house would be empty. So it's another benefit, I think. You know, I literally don't need somewhere to live during the day because I'm in my job. So the van works absolutely great for that. I did get a question about what I'm going to do when it gets colder. Initially this was like a 3-month thing, or at least that was the sort of goal, to do 3 months minimum. But I think I'm probably going to take that further if I need to or want to. But yeah, I am going to need to think about what I'm going to do once it gets colder. So I do need to think about heating for the van, and there is a few bits that I want to do to the van. That's again very minimal, but it will allow me to have a little bit of heat in the back if I need to. It is, I think, slightly insulated, because whoever's done it out before has lined it. I don't think it's the thickest, if any, but for now it's staying cool, or pretty cool, during the hot days, and I think it's staying fairly warm when it gets a little bit colder. But we shall see when the temperature really drops. So I'm going to have to plan for that. And if you do have any other ideas which I can incorporate into the van quite minimally, then, you know, drop a comment in, let me know, and, you know, that will really help me. I did get the comment about the towel. I am going to get something to go across the back. That is a great idea, but this has been easy, and the reason I came up with this is because usually when I come out of the gym and I've just had a shower, I tend to just hang the towel over the back of my seat. So when I started van life, I thought actually that's a really good blocker for when I'm in the back of the van, and that's how that tended to happen, if that's a word. But yeah, that's the reason I do it, and how it started. But I will get a sort of curtain divider, I think, for the back of the van, which will probably keep heat in there as well. So yeah, we shall see what it's like when we get to the winter, and I'm sure that will make for some really good videos.